Okay, it has been a little while since I've done a translation video of a Spanish song that I like. This one is for a song called Invierno, which means winter, and it's done by a group from Mexico called Reik. I don't know what exactly that means because it's not a Spanish word. So I don't know what the origin of that word is, like what's the meaning of it for this particular group. I don't even know if this group is together anymore, you guys, and this song is several years old, but I've always liked it. They have a couple other songs that I like too. I think these are like this one and maybe one or two others are the only ones of theirs that I'm familiar with. Uh, just haven't been introduced to more of their music than this. And I don't know if it's just because, like I said, maybe they're not around anymore. Maybe they just had a little short burst of popularity a decade or so ago. I don't remember exactly when this one came out, but anyway, so as I have done with my other videos, I will let the music play a little bit. Then when it gets to a stopping point, I will pause it and do some translation. I don't have a printout. I typically like to print out the lyrics just because I feel like I can't remember everything that is said, because if I let it go and he sings a whole paragraph, maybe I might not remember it exactly unless if I stopped it after every sentence, which would be annoying. So I like to let, a passage go and then I stop it. But my printer's messed up. It got fried when the lightning hit a couple months ago and killed my modem. It also, I discovered later, killed my printer. So I have no printer right now, and I probably won't have one until I get set up in my new office, which is hopefully going to be happening within the next week or two. In the meantime, I've been recording a lot of videos, trying to build up a collection of material so that if I have to go a few days, without being able to film, I've got enough that I can continue to upload. So that's a long ass way of getting around to saying I've got the translation, not the translation, but like the lyrics on my phone. So when I pause, I'll be looking like, doing stuff with my phone because my phone, the screen will fall asleep and all that stuff. But anyway, whatever. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Here we go.
Llueve afuera, llueve además, está desierta la ciudad, mientras tú y yo nos refugiamos en la eternidad. No siento frío cerca de ti, dentro de mí brilla el sol.
Okay, getting ready to head into the chorus, so I decided to go ahead and stop. So the first part of it, he's basically saying, it's raining outside, and the city is deserted while you and I take refuge in eternity. I don't feel cold when I'm close to you, when I'm next to you or near you, close to you. The sun, inside of me, the sun is shining. So now we're going to head into the chorus of the song.
Cerca el cielo y qué más da, tenemos nuestro mundo, el día sigue siendo azul, si estamos juntos, no importa nada más, que aquí jamás será invierno, invierno.
Okay, so that was the chorus of the song, and that it's saying se cae el cielo y qué más da, like the sky or the heavens are falling, and like, so what? Sort of like, no big deal. We have our world. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on around us. We have our own world The day will continue to be blue or like clear, like a nice, how when the day is clear outside, the sky is clear, it's nice and blue. So el día sigue siendo azul. The day continues to be blue if we're together. Nothing else matters. It will never be winter like here. So a lot of times in Spanish, and especially in poetry, just poetry in general, they will flip the words. So basically what he's saying, que aquí jamás será invierno, that here it will never be winter here. But because he put winter at the end, because, anyway, whatever. All right, let's proceed to the next verse.
Tanto ruido, tanta soledad, gente que corre sin parar. Tras la puerta, ese universo de infinita paz. Necesito la calma que tú me das.
Okay, getting ready to head into the chorus again, so I'm going to stop. And this is the second verse, like I said. This was saying so much noise, so much solitude, people that run around without stopping, or people running without stopping, behind the door or through the door, this universe of infinite peace, or endless peace. I need the calm or the quietness that you give me. And now we head into the chorus, which I won't retranslate that again because I've already done that.
Se cae el cielo y qué más da. Tenemos nuestro mundo. El día sigue siendo azul. Si estamos juntos, no importa nada más que lo que tú me das. Nubes, viento, miedo, lluvia, noches grises de una luna, otro invierno de oscuridad. Tú me besas, tú me curas, tu calor y tu ternura no lo dejan entrar. Invierno, 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 invierno.
Okay, getting ready to head back into the chorus again. So this little segment in between, it wasn't really like a third verse. It was like sometimes, I don't even know what they call this, you guys, but sometimes they'll have your typical verses and then the chorus, and then they'll have this little part outside of that's kind of like they're singing or talking or whatever. Like, I'll give you an example in the Black Panther song, Pray for Me. They have the music and then the chorus and everything. And then at the end, they have this little part where I think it's Kendrick Lamar comes in there and does his little rap piece. So it's like it doesn't really fit with the rest of the pattern, but they have this thrown in there. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, whatever. So basically what he was saying in that part was like clouds, wind, fear, rain, gray nights, without Luna. I was about ready. I'm looking at the words and translating as I'm saying it. Gray nights without moon, without loon. And for your ni una luna por tu invierno de oscuridad, your winter of what is that? Darkness, like darkness or something like that. You kiss me, you heal me, you make me better. Your warmth and your tenderness don't let in the winter. Like basically she's so loving and so warm and so just like that stops the winter from coming in. Obviously he's speaking of the symbolic winter, but anyway, so now we head back into the chorus, and I think from here on out it's just the chorus, so I won't stop to translate that.
Se cae el cielo y qué más da. tenemos nuestro mundo. El día sigue siendo azul. Si estamos juntos, no importa nada más. Que aquí jamás será invierno. Invierno, invierno. Sé que hay el cielo y qué más da. El día sigue siendo azul. Sé que hay el cielo y qué más da. Tenemos nuestro mundo.
Anyway, so there was that. I like that song. Yeah, that song always, I don't know. It's just, I've always liked it. And I think, of course, initially, the reason I liked it is because I liked the melody, the tune. And of course, he's got a wonderful voice. And I could tell that it was romantic, the little bits and pieces that I could put, put together with the limited um knowledge of Spanish that I had the very first time that I heard this. So, I mean, I understood some Spanish, but a lot of times when you're listening to people sing, especially if it's not in your own language, you don't always process the words. I mean, sometimes I have trouble processing English words because of sometimes the way people sing, they don't always sing it very clearly, and sometimes you can't. I mean, aren't there like videos or something going around about misheard lyrics or something like that? And it's funny because we all do it, because the way the music is the way they sing, sometimes they just mush it all together, and it's funny what we think they're saying when they're really not saying it. So as you can imagine, um, when you're listening to a song in another language, you're not completely fluent, and so you're not, it's going to take you a little bit to piece it together. Sometimes it really helps if I look at the words while I'm listening to it, or if I read the lyrics first, and because I can typically understand written Spanish better than spoken Spanish. My brain still has to work to catch up to spoken Spanish. Sometimes I can go several phrases and I know everything they're saying, and then they'll toss in a few words, or like an idiom, and I'm like, whoa, 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 and then I lose the whole context of what they're talking about. But I'm still working on it. That is my dream, to be completely fluent in Spanish. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I know enough to get by. I could certainly make it okay if I was in a Spanish-speaking country, well, specifically in Mexico, because that's the dialect I'm most familiar with. Other dialects are difficult for me. We went down to Puerto Rico last year, and let me tell you, that's tough, that one. The Caribbean Spanish is really, really tough. I can't remember if I mentioned that before, but yeah, really tough. And then Spain Spanish, of course, the way they speak with the different, so my favorite dialect or accent or whatever, it would be Latin American Spanish, specifically Mexican Spanish, because I personally consider that to be, when people are speaking it properly, I'm not talking about, everybody speaks kind of lazy no matter where they are, but the way they pronounce the words matches the written word more closely. So that's why it's always more clear to me. Plus, that was the way I learned it. So anyway, well, that was a tangent, but whatever. So there was that song. I might do, I think another song of theirs that they sang was called, I think it was called Noviembre Sin Ti, November Without You. And I can't remember the other song of theirs that I liked, but I thought there were at least 3 songs of theirs that I really liked. Maybe I'll introduce them to you guys at some point later on. So yeah, I can't think of anything else to add to this. I translated it for you. It's very clear. There's no, beyond what we understand as far as, it's symbolic for love and the wonderful, wonderful relationship they have. And she keeps the winter at bay. She makes life is just wonderful and beautiful when she's with him. And so, This is pretty simple, romantic type of song. I like it though. I've always liked it, and wanted to share it with you guys. Okay, but I got nothing else, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to something else. Hasta luego.